Folks, this is Caleb, and I'm here to tell you that I get a lot of emails and questions from younger people that are getting interested in socialist or communist politics, and they say to me, Caleb, you're a radical, you're a leftist. Why are you always talking about Abraham Lincoln and Roosevelt? What does that have to do with anything? Well, the reality is that, I don't discourage anyone from studying, Ho Chi Minh and Mao and Che Guevara and people like that. There's plenty to learn from studying their writings and their history and coming to understand what happened. But if you really want to change the United States, you need to understand the American people. And the reality is that the American people do indeed have a revolutionary history. This country started with a revolution against the British Empire. And we had a second American Revolution, the Civil War, in which an economic system based on slavery, owning people, was overturned. Karl Marx was actually employed by the Republican Party newspaper of New York City, the New York Tribune. Joseph Wedemeyer and August Willich, two very prominent communists, led Union soldiers into battle during the Civil War. One of them was even a general. You had Harriet Tubman leading guerrilla warriors through South Carolina, liberating slave plantations. The overturning of slavery in the United States was a revolutionary movement. Then you can go to the 1930s. Roosevelt drew his strength from a mass movement of unemployment councils and trade unions and ordinary working class Americans fighting for economic justice, demanding better conditions. And that's how Roosevelt was able to pass the sweeping reforms, make things like Social Security and unemployment insurance. He did it because there was a mass revolutionary mobilization of ordinary working class Americans fighting for justice. This idea that you can't be an American and that if you want to be a revolutionary, you have to be studying and be burning the American flag and trying to be like somebody in some other country, that's foreign. We, the American people, have a revolutionary history, and the only type of socialism that will ever take place in the United States is going to be a socialism rooted in American culture and American history. Socialism with American characteristics.